Is it necessary, or is it just a cope? But for me, I just like it because it's
not
nice.
necessary.
Of course not.
Never have to. I don't think you should ever feel like you have to rely on something to perform, bro. But definitely does do the job.
Yeah, bro. 100%. But also, I like it for just like it's a nice thing, bro. That's why I really only do like I pop this in like one time here because like Andrew's like, okay, goodie bag. This
Yeah.
one has 60s, fives, or like 11s. You don't know. I definitely got a 60 because I put it in and it's just born. I was like, oh, that's close. And I was like, in the car, bro.
Yeah, cigars are like more so for the social aspect of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Like
like
right now.
a group of guys sit down, share a cigar. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I do it. Most of the time I do it now is with my uncle. 'Cause he's like big in like finance, like investment banking, right? So like he has like tons. He has a plug from Cuba or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he just
The only
he's
thing I
like,
don't rock with is vapes and cigarettes.
nah, that's just straight up like death and poison, and there's no class involved with that. That's fiendry.
Yeah.
That's fiendry. You know, that's what I was saying. Like I had like a vaping problem for like the majority of high
Oh,
school.
I did as well. I did as well. Bad, man.
I don't think I've ever seen you like talk about that ever.
Yeah, I actually haven't, bro. But I probably should.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a
Yeah.
reason why you're like
Bro, I need
hiding
a
it,
bed,
or just
bro.
like what?
No, I
Let's
wouldn't
get it
even
on,
necessarily say hiding in a sense, but like
Hey, yeah, put it down. Don't bring it in the crib.
I wouldn't say hiding it, but I just
We're choosing
never
not
talked about
to.
it, bro. I never really opened up and told my parents about it. That's why I think
Oh.
that's the biggest. Yeah. To this day, they never knew I had that. So.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with me with like my dad and my mom. Like I kept so much secrets from them, and I still do. There's a lot of things they don't know still, right? But I've opened up a little bit more, and like even my dad. Last time I visited him, he's like, "How many drugs did you do in high school, really?" And I was like,
Drugs? How many drugs?
That's not a quantifiable answer for that.
The thing is I have a younger sister, and like that's what actually got me to stop. Is like, yo, how can I have this in the same household as my younger sister? Like,
So
imagine
they
if
bring a latte or something?
imagine, huh?
No.
Like, imagine if she found it one day, or like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that made me like just wake up and be like, yo, why am I? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I were to talk about it, like obviously I would be saying the negatives about it, but I feel like you would be more open to trying it.
Ah,
Because,
yeah.
oh, he did it.
Nigel
so
did it, so it must
He
be
threw out
okay.
in it, but like
Must be
he
okay.
tried it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, it might be my portal to. No, I understand that completely because like, even if someone says something is in a negative way, like says it in a negative light, if they're idolized by somebody, it still may influence them. Like, and the younger the brain is, the more it's like, okay, I copy. Like, even if like, that's why like if alcoholism can run in families and it's just nurture, it's not even
Yeah.
nature too, because it's like, okay,
Yeah, it's just shit.
dad's an asshole, and dad drinks all the time, so I'm gonna do the same thing. You know, so you know it's not good, but you still do it, right?
It's like becomes acceptable to some extent because they've done it before. Then,
I think that's happening right now with like gear in the fitness industry.
yeah, that's why very like when it comes to like there's a lot of people that I let go that were good connections that just didn't they weren't congruent with the message I was trying to deliver, right? Just me as a person, right? And I feel like you gotta be willing, regardless of where they stand, how successful they are, to let them go. Bro. Like, there's people in this scene that do some crazy stuff behind the camera, bro, and you wouldn't know until you meet them in person, bro.
Nah, bro, 100%. Everyone has like the side of them that they don't show, bro. Like everyone has a shadow. That's all I could say. Like everybody has a shadow. And make sure you get rid of the end every now and then, so you don't like ash all over yourself and like burn your clothes. Like, bro, I've done that so many. Bro, I like to smoke them while driving. It's so bad. Like sometimes I'll get like smoke in my eye or like just ash in the car. I'm like I mean, you're gonna see there's a couple of stains in my car from the ash me, bro. I would not treat my baby like that, though. Like that, yeah, bro.
You get a new whip?
I will, yeah. Once I probably like a M, not factory obviously, but like an M4 comp, bro. 900 horses. That thing handles so nice.
Bro, I
That
want you to
CPO
say that
boost.
like, I'm gonna get M4 comp.
I'm gonna get M4 comp, bro. Y'all know that.
Real talk, bro. People ask you what you want to do, just tell them straight. Don't get anxious. Don't second guess, bro.
Well,
Just tell them, bro.
Well, the only reason I like second guess because I haven't tested it, and I don't know if I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, for sure fuck with it, because I might be like,
Yeah.
wait, I actually don't like that in this thing.
Yeah.
I might get something.
They drive nice, bro.
Yeah, I see the POVs. I'm like, yo,
Females are sick.
it's like,
Yo, you know what I hated until I drove it for the first time?
What?
Tesla.
Yeah? You like them now, though?
Yo, so good.
Yeah, they're crazy.
everyone on Long Island hates Teslas. Everyone on Long Island like shit talks Teslas so much, bro.
Bro, that's why I hated them.
Yeah, cause it's location,
And
bro.
I came down here to Orlando to visit my grandpa. Bro, my dad rented one. The
Acceleration.
Stupid. Not even crazy, bro. Just stupid.
Bro, they're fun. Like when you can put like what's the plaid one when you put it in that mode. My boy did that once. We were on the freeway and I was half asleep at like 7 in the morning. We are going down to like Santa Cruz to go hit a lift.
Yeah.
Right. And like I was half asleep and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, can I see something?" I'm like, "What?" He's like,
Yeah.
"What?" Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
The thing is, I like hearing in the car, bro.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
I'm
the
saying?
only bad part, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of cool in its own way. It's like yeah, bro. Like
That's a car like wifey like a Model Y, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's honestly becoming more of like a family car. I feel like for some people, especially where I grew up in the Bay Area. That's another thing too. Is like when you explore so many different cities, even within just the USA, so many different cities, and you see the different ways people think. Like, bro, like Long Island, like mentality, opposite of the Bay Area completely. Like okay, like the one thing that's the same is like the aggression, like the chip on people's shoulders is the same, right? But like the Bay is like, you want to go political, so liberal, bro. But Long Island's very conservative.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, very conservative. It's the most racist part of the country, I think, too. You know what I mean? People say like random things to me just because like I look a little bit Asian. I was like, never would happen in the Bay, bro. But in Long Island, it's just like, oh, it's all like I care about. I'm just like, huh. People really think differently, and you can like, if you grow up somewhere your whole life, you may not even realize that you think that way too.
You know how many times I've heard that?
Or what?
Like someone said, like Joel said that to me this morning. There was a scenario. I won't get into that, but some things were said to me. But like I was like tripping over it for a while, bro. Obviously, I forgave the person, but like people have been saying that a lot, and I guess that is a fact, bro. They don't even realize, huh?
Like sly remark.
Not slide, bro. Like direct.
Like,
yeah,
and they don't even understand that it's like,
Like to you?
yeah. To me.
I don't have that patience, bro.
like, oh, you don't go to school. Like, you know,
Wasn't
stuff
someone
like that.
from school, bro.
What?
Wasn't someone from school.
No. Like, so, like, they say stuff like that to me, like, oh, you're, like, your family's not making you go to school, and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Like,
What- wasn't it about, like,
they
race?
assume,
Yeah.
they assume that because I'm like half Chinese, that, like, I have to be so, like, involved with studies and all that stuff like that. All right, and they're like, are people, sometimes, one thing I get a lot is, like, oh, you look pretty rich, so what are you, like Jackie Chan? I get that, like, all the time, bro. All the time.
That's crazy.
I walked into a GNC, you know Glen Cove, right? In Glen Cove. Some like tweaker, like I don't know if he was a vet or something, but like, and not a tweaker, he seemed like he was rich, bro, but like he was just talking to me for like an hour. He just wouldn't let me leave, bro. He was like asking me all sorts of stuff, bro, and I was just like, have you never talked to a Chinese person in your life, bro? Like,
My neighbors don't even say hi to me, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know where Smithtown is?
yeah, it's good time, yeah.
No, my neighbors don't even, like I'll be taking out the trash or something.
Yeah.
And like they'll drive up with like their beamers or their Benzes. They're like, hey, they got their windows down, but
Dead right. That's wild. But what were you gonna say?
That time, straight up, bro. The one thing that I will say, if things like that do happen, stand up for yourself, bro. Don't be obviously rude back, but like, say something, right? Because like you said, they don't realize. Like, the moment someone steps up and is like down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right? But sometimes they need to hear that.
They never had that before.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you're just like.
A lot of people never had that.
Just like when you're dating a prospect that thinks they're farther along than they are, and you tell them like, hey, look, bro, you wanna work with your fitness, you gotta lock in a little bit more. Kind of like that. It's more like, hey, you wanna like not piss people off or like piss the wrong person off. Don't say that shit. You know, like I've said that to people, like especially at the gym too. Like I'll be like, hey, that's not cool, bro. I'll say shit.
Stand on business, bro.
Nah, of course, bro. And sometimes, like, I don't even have to say anything. Like, they'll just see the look on my face sometimes. And I'll be like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like what? Just don't say that, bro. Like,
People are bold.
it's bold because of ignorance, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between being bold because, like, you just don't care and being bold just because, like, you're just not aware. Oh, I need, this reel's almost ready to post. I just couldn't hear the silences at, what's it called? At the restaurant. I could not hear it. I was trying to, like, cut the silences. I just couldn't hear it.
Yeah, don't post it now, though.
I'll finish editing.
Yeah, finish editing. Don't post it.
Oh, yeah, boys. What do you all think of this?
It's a good video.
Yeah. Yeah, go through this.
Did I really?
Was it yours or I?
That was me.
I'm like, oh, why are you so obsessed with this thought? I'm like, you need to fucking check between your legs if you got a fucking dick and balls or not, bro. Because how can you not be obsessed with it? Like, really, that's what makes you grow a fucking dick out of the way. How do you not want to pour that in your body? If it's a fucking sensitive, oh yeah, I'm okay having the fucking net and the stats like, bro. I'm okay with viral factor.
You told me that, like, well,
If you like,
what's up?
like if you bring up like the dick and shit, like it catches their attention, then you provide value after that. That's a good video. You get under their skin, but you also provide value. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like I might need to, like,
Bro, you got the sauce, bro. You got the science sauce.
What's up,
That
bro?
plus the like the viral like way you talk, just like your
People not used to that, bro.
yeah.
Like, oh, this guy is saying some outlandish stuff, and you hit him with the scientific. Oh,
it's like,
That's a
wait,
perfect
he talks like an Xbox kid DJing, but, like, he actually is, like, a nerd.
bro,
Okay.
your backstory is like actually like insane, bro.
I appreciate that. That makes sometimes, like, I sit and be introspective, and I like remember that fact every now and then. I'm like, that's
Bro,
cool.
The man that you become from, just the clips that I've seen, even in the past, it's like ridiculous amount of growth, bro.
It's all from pain, but it's always like this. Like, there's so many nights where it's just like me and like God. That's it, bro. Like, it's like
That's what it has to be, bro.
like
Telling you.
like enough. Like, I don't even know how to put into words just like the type of feeling I'll have some nights. Like, I would just go like leave the crib and just bring nothing, just walk, just like
Yeah. Pick yourself apart, bro.
get therapy just from existing with no stimulation, and I would like it would make me like kind of like ground me, but it would be like painful, bro. Like sometimes I would go like into the woods and just like scream at like nothing, and like at the moon, the trees.
The thing that I think is most powerful is just humility, bro. Being able to look at yourself and realize that there's so many places that you can improve on, and that you're not there yet, right? And people that don't think that there's anything to improve on, those are the guys that you won't see, successfully or whatnot, because they just feel like they have nothing to work on, bro, right? So humility is such a big thing, and that's something that, even when Josh Chang was here and he gave you guys a bunch of game, like, I wasn't here, sitting here thinking like, yo, I don't want what he says to contradict what I say because I'm right. Like, when he said something that contradicted what I said to you guys, and he was spitting facts, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Right? now I'm about to add it to the program. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, bro, it's like it's so powerful just to really understand that you don't know it all, bro. And from every single person and their experiences, there's something that you can take from them that you never had yourself, and you could add to your arsenal and make it even more powerful. That's one thing I learned, bro. There's no shame in change, maybe.
No shame in change. I
A lot of
mean,
people have that mindset of like you said, they'll have their own perspective and think they're so right. Like they'll know something's wrong,
Yeah.
and they won't like have the humility to be like that. I can change what I said. Like I can take my opinions back.
Yeah.
As a man, I grew. I learned.
Exactly.
I learned that I was wrong.
yeah.
Bro, that's exactly what it is right there.
Like everyone sitting here right now, I want you to do this like mental exercise. Like, think about, put yourself in the shoes of your own self only 1 year ago, or even 3 months ago, and just think of a scenario you might have encountered recently, and think about how differently the old you would have thought about it or handled it. Like if I think back, okay, April 5th, 2024, I was in Louisiana at powerlifting nationals. You know what I cared about, bro? I cared about like chasing girls and just like looking tough and acting all macho and everything. That's all I cared about. That's all I cared about. And honestly, it was a blessing. It was a gateway for me to learn so much about like testosterone and the science and stuff, and how I can give value to you guys about how to be healthy. But it started with me being a degenerate, bro. Like
Yeah.
straight up. So, that's like just think about, like, reflect and just realize, like, even if it feels like you're not making progress, think about your mindset, like, even just a few months ago, and realize, like, oh wow, that is a lot different than how I think now.
Yeah.
Sometimes your progress is like so gradual, day by day, brick by brick, but that you just like the house is built.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fact. Can be fact.
100%. I think it's like, I feel like the more people you get to talk to though, and like actually listen to, is the main thing. Like listen, the more you can grow.
Yeah. 100%.
But no, it's
I
crazy.
haven't heard back from him yet.
It's crazy how much like life can change so fast. Bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like a year ago, bro, I would have never thought I would be there. What are you doing a year ago? Dude, I was playing basketball at a prep school. I thought for sure I was like, bro, I'm gonna be a pro hooper. Like I'm gonna go overseas. Finish school, like I had like offers to play basketball like at the next level and stuff. I was like, bro, I don't want to study.
Yeah.
And now
I feel like, bro, I feel that, bro. When I was, played hockey since I was 6 years old, and what I wanted so bad was to be in the NHL. Because my uncle was in the NHL.
Oh wow.
But like, I knew I was destined for something else because part of me believed that I was just in it to live up to my uncle, because he was like the first person in, like, I would say our family to actually make it, like, be successful, make it past that. You weren't even middle class, like, you probably just passed. But I had to surrender that dream to God. It's not what He had in store for me, right? And the thing is, people will dream of being in the NBA and or the NHL, and it won't align with God, what God has for them, and they just settle like, oh, I didn't make it. Now I'm just gonna, be an average person, live an average lifestyle, have no impact. But like, bro, God has something planned for each and every single individual, right? But it's up to you to uncover that gift and then share it with the world, bro. Right? Some people just get complacent and they don't, right? They give up, literally, right? But the thing that gets me excited and should get all of you guys excited is that you wake up tomorrow, you got like a whole another opportunity. Like, I don't care if you spend, the thing is, there's so many times where I went through these phases and I feel like I wasn't doing what I needed to do to improve or to get closer to where I wanted to be. And it's like, I think another powerful thing is being able to, you're good. Another powerful thing is be able to
accept the fact that you haven't been doing what you need to be doing, and then in an instant change, bro. Like that's a superpower, right? If you can do that, bro, like, yo, there is nothing holding you back from getting to where you want to be. So if there's anything I want you guys to be intentional about, it's like, regardless of if you feel like the last 5 months you sort of just been dogging it, going half-assed, bro, tell yourself that today is the day I move forward and I never look back, right?
I'm all in now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right?
what, honestly, like if there's like something very concrete that joining Zenit did for me, it's exactly that. It's like what you just said, like knowing maybe you're not doing the things you should be doing. Because joining it, I now I have examples
Yeah.
like all around me that I actually can be like in close contact with people that might be doing more of what they're supposed to be doing than I am.
Yeah.
It's less vague, it's less up in the air because, like you said before, that phase of people that you're like looking for that like are kind of lost, they don't even know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
They don't even know what to do at all.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I was.
100%. Yeah.
That's where I was.
And I feel like people get so victim, right? And they're like, damn, I haven't been doing what I need to be doing. And they let it stop them from changing, straight up. They get so caught up with thinking about the action they never take that they don't start taking action, right? That's the biggest thing. They start playing victim. Exactly, bro.
It's a lack of the
Right?
present moment. You know, you live in the past and you're depressed. You live in the future and you're too anxious. Like too much in the future. Obviously, you got to
Gotta live
consider
in the
it.
present, bro.
Live in the present.
Right.
I'm
Present's a
here.
blessing.
I'm here having a deep and like raw talk with my boys. That's like present, and I can like fully listen. And I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna say next. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about like what is everyone here have to offer, right?
Right, yeah.
Because we all have our own individual story, and it all, if it's culminated as one energy, it's exponentially more powerful than it would be just on your own.
Yeah. And that's why you gotta find your pack. You just gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Just run it up, right? And I feel like, I don't know what your guys' relationship with God is like. But I know some of you guys are new to it. You know, maybe some of you guys haven't even, indulged in Christ and what He has to offer. But like, I know for me, when it comes to being in the present, it's saying the right things to the people. And all of you guys are leaders. Like, you want to step up, you want to be a coach, right? You guys are coaching right now, even your personal branding. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are leaders. You guys gotta really understand that. And I feel like something that allows me to do what I do at such a high level is like anointed, right? I'm so, in tune with God that like, because the truth is, He knows each and every single one of your guys' pain point, right? So when I hop on a call and I with you guys and I say what you guys need to hear and you guys take action, it's not from me, it's from Him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not moving like and speaking through me, bro. It's like the Holy Spirit, bro. I'm telling you, that's why, when I started making an effort to read my Bible, when I started making an effort to seek God, everything just goes up, bro. My revenue goes up, right? The impact I have on you guys, it's more impactful, right?
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
That's why we're here
right.
sitting here right now. You know.
Straight up, bro. So
Yeah.
there's one thing that helped me in my journey get to where I am. It's just like, straight up, the times where I strayed away from Him, it's just like, everything just felt too much for me to handle. And I know all of you guys felt that way. It's just like the world is crashing down. The burden on your back is too big for you to carry. You want to retire your parents. You want to get that car. You want to live that lifestyle. You want to seek financial freedom. And it's like, it's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people just stay average and are okay with it, right? But
They think it's
telling you,
above
bro.
them. They think it's above them, and then there's nothing they can do about it.
The thing is, it is above each and every single one of us, bro. It is above us, right? But with Him on your side, bro, anything is possible, bro. Straight up.
Exactly.
I went from being a broke kid that was going to school with holes in my shoes, trying to piece together money so I can, actually make it to the gym like I always tell you guys. I always love using that reference, but bro, I always think about those times, bro. It's like, grateful for where I am now, but going to school, even seeing everyone eat full lunches, have a fully packed, container with, sandwich, got their fruits, they got their vegetables, and I never had that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know where I was, bro. But yeah.
But look at you now, though.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's so real, Chris.
The thing is, if you guys look at yourself right now, and just like you're talking about your past, it's like, yo, and I want you guys to share this with everyone you talk to if they're going through something. Your adversities are your biggest assets, right? Everything that you've been through that you thought you couldn't make it through, or you thought was too tough for you to handle, or was a big situation or problem at the time, you guys got through it because you guys are here, right? And that's a Fendi fact. That's a fact, right? You guys got through it, and it shaped you to the people you are now. Like, you never went through the time where you were, using all those substances and all that. You probably wouldn't be as acquainted with scientific knowledge as you are now. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's where my nerd
Right.
phase started, bro. That's why I started getting like literally addicted to reading
Right.
like medical literature was because of drugs. Because I was researching drugs I wanted to take.
Right? And now
Straight
you
up.
have that information that is a unique selling point to you, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
bro, I'm telling you, bro, your adversity is your greatest assets at the end of the day, bro. Like that
Sometimes-
heartbreak, all that,
Oh, yeah.
that adds up, bro. Right?
I feel like that one's like a kindred experience almost, the heartbreak one.
You're gonna have to explain kindred because I don't know what that means.
Like it's collective, it's universal. It can connect you to basically every man that walks this earth almost.
Yeah.
Like you can connect with them on that deeper level just with the heartbreak one.
Mm.
I feel like God designs heartbreaks to like actually give you a crazy like transformational growth spurt, like in terms of your personality, because it's like it's designed. It's literally this. It's perfectly crafted. It's like you could. It's like it's His program for you. It's His program He's running you through. And it's those like those modules, those little like those nights where you have those phases where you're working back and forth in your head and you're thinking about all these things like, oh, what could I have done? What could I have said? You're crafting yourself into a different person. You're crafting yourself into a person who can let go more, let go of the past, surrender, like you said,
Yeah.
and surrender to flow into what's going to happen into the future. Yeah, okay. Like I said before, like if you find yourself a hell, keep walking. That's when you surrender and you say, okay, I may not know where I'm going, but I know I'll get there.
Mm. There you go. See what I'm saying? Right now, it's flowing. Everything that you're saying is hidden. Right? This is the same thing you need to, like, this is why I feel like I haven't scaled, because, bro, this is like the type of connection I'm trying to have and the impact, just like you said all the right things that, came to your mind to each individual here. It's like I want to have that with everyone, bro. And that's the reason I haven't like took on a bunch of guys, because I don't want to lose that. But the truth is I don't know. We'll have to figure out, bro, along the way. But yeah, see how powerful you are, bro. Right?
Yeah. We're all so powerful though. Like every conscious being is powerful
Mm-hmm.
because we all have access to God,
That. Right?
right? Yeah.
I feel like you could, I feel like you could scale it. I feel like it's a, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's doing somebody an injustice, not sharing,
Mm.
because you think that you won't be able to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I would almost feel bad for somebody who, like, knows that they could use a moment like this in like a brotherhood, just because maybe you can't handle so many people.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like God put you here for a reason, to spread that message to
Yeah.
as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Not
Felt that, bro. Needed to hear that, bro. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, so.
And just like us, bro, like the way you impact us, we will impact people the same way,
Yeah.
Like the next people who join Zenith, they're gonna feel what we felt through you. So it's like, even though you bring on 20 new people in like
Yeah.
the next 3 months, it's like I don't feel like they're gonna not feel like what we feel, because we're gonna push that on them because we already feel it. and then they're gonna push it. You know.
It's the love that you were talking about earlier. It's that love. You do everything in love, right? And like when someone passes down love, such as yourself, to all your boys and family, that's creating a ripple effect. So your effect on the world is probably more profound than you realize, right? Already. But you know what? Right? That's how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, and I was thinking about that yesterday, like when I was thinking about like, okay, like, yeah, I'm a fitness coach now, but what's next, right? And then I was like, I'm undergoing a transformation right now. I'm trying to teach people to go through a transformation I already went through, but I'm undergoing a second transformation right now for myself. So I think like I can just hop the ladder of transformations and then spread that to other people because I want them to experience it too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, these are good too, bro. These like workouts.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna run them daily, bro. Are you kidding me? After this one, I'm like daily, bro. Yeah, like next one I wanna do in Bali for sure. I wanna bring you guys up to Bali. You guys can
Hey,
I know.
you and Ivan are going.
Yeah.
And honestly, maybe for like
The possum? Those things are scary, bro. Those things are scary. What is that? Possum?
But like honestly, what if for like the last week, like real talk, because I wanna see everyone again, bro. I wanna just like
Bro, bro.
yeah, no, but like
100%. Right? This isn't one of those things where it's just like one and done, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
but I think like at the end of when we're there, if anyone can pop out, bro, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Yeah, please do.
The only thing that, bro, once you get to Bali, everything is. The biggest thing is the flight ticket. That's
We
it, bro,
were
right?
checking. We found, what was it, 940 around 40?
Actually, you know, I don't even know why I said that, bro. One thing that I want to tell you guys is that, yo, never think in lack, bro.
Yeah.
Never think in lack, bro. Always think in abundance, bro.
Abundance mindset.
Every time where it's like, yo, I need a clothes guy, or I need to get money, or I need a, bro, it doesn't come. When you just let it flow, and you're not thinking about that, you're thinking about the right thing, bro, it's comes, bro. And one thing that I was telling these guys that I never told you guys earlier is that as a leader, always lead with love. Always. Never with fear. There's a lot of people right now that are leading with fear and they're, you know, putting people down instead of lifting them up. Right? Quite frankly, like shitting on people, right? And obviously some people need to be told, you know, what you're doing isn't right and you should be stepping up in this area or this area, but like do it out of love every single time, and I promise you the longevity of your guys' career will be like, it'll be there. But when you lead with fear, it's like you do nothing but push people away, right? You might make them come to a realization that they never had before, and they're like, yo, I need to, but at the end of the day, you're pushing them away, right? So just make sure you guys lead with love, bro. That's like honestly the biggest thing my mom taught me that always stuck. And that's the reason why we have an environment like this. That's why we can sit at this table right now. It's because I decided to like lead with love and do everything out of love. And that's the reason why every single individual at this table right now is like the way that they are, right? We're not a bunch of guys that are just like dogging on people, you know, focus on the wrong things. Everyone here has the priority straight, right? You attract the right people, bro, and you touch the right people, bro. And even if they weren't the right people at the beginning, then you as a leader can make them the right people, lead them in the right direction, right? So,
Convert them, you know?
yeah, so like, yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
That water?
Good. Yeah, well that's...
Yep. Yeah,
I love having talks like that where you can just dig deeper, because that's where growth happens. Like honestly, like I don't get, like the only person I would ever get these kinds of talks with, like with my dad, right? And like I don't live with him anymore, so I don't get that anymore. My current side of my family that I stay with never goes like this. None of my friends from back home, from either hometown I'm from, I can't ever get like this with them. They're not as introspective, and like as much as I want to like the classic saying, right? Like you can guide a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
I keep telling one of my homies every day, I'm like, yo, like, he's really good with music, right? I was like,
Yeah.